So let's install Python on our machines. So basically you might be using a Mac, Windows or a Linux. For Linux, if you're using a Linux, then it's a good news because you have it pre-installed, so you don't have to do anything. In Mac OS, it does come with pre-installed, but you can just verify or you can upgrade it. So there are 3 steps that we are going to follow to install Python or to use Python in VS Code. You just need to head over to code.visualstudio.com and click on the operating system that you're using and hit download. It's the same for both if you're using Mac, Windows or Linux. Once you download it, just install it with double click yes. Once done with that, second thing is you need a Python interpreter. So what you can do is just head over to python.org, go to the downloads and it should recommend you the Python version to download. If you can see, download for Mac OS, it is prompting me here, that is 3.12. So you can just click on this, so it should start a download. As soon as it's download, double click, it will prompt you the password, enter the passcode and just install, and it should successfully install. But if you are a Windows user, you need to follow these 2 things. That is, one is to add the Python to the path and then hit on the install now, and at the successful installation there will be one more thing that will be prompted, that is disable path length limit. You just click on this and then you're all set. So this is how you install Python on your Linux, Windows or Mac. So once done with these things, all you have to do is just go to the start or you open your Spotlight and search for IDLE, okay? And you should have something like this. This is basically the interpreter that we were talking about. So now we have 2 things installed. One is the Python, other is the VS Code. So now how will I be able to write my Python code in VS Code? Let's set it up. So I have my VS Code open here. You can just click on open. I have created a folder which I'll be using now. Here you need to go to extensions, search for Python, and you should be able to find this extension by Microsoft. Make sure you install this. So here you will have an install button. Once done with that, all you have to do is click on this create and let me say main.py, and here I can write a basic syntax, that is to print hello world. So in Python we do it as print hello world. And if you want to have this small run icon, then what you need to do is go to the extensions, search for code runner, okay, and install this particular extension to have this run button. Once that is done, what you need to do is, let's go back, you can click on this run button and here you can see it just printed the hello world. So basically now your VS Code is set up with Python to run all your Python code. So if you're just curious like which theme I am using for this VS Code, it's called as Vibrancy. Let me just show you. Yeah, this one is that Vibrancy continued. This is the theme that I'm using right now on my VS Code. If you just feel this gives a acrylic finish to your VS Code. So if you can explore more of those themes which might interest you, and you can install it just to make it look good. This thing doesn't affect the way you code or way you write the code. So feel free to explore more on VS Code. From the next video, we will be starting to write our first Python code. So let's continue in the next video. Bye.